All right, time heavy hitters. It is your Super Bowl after all, Election Day. Cosmo Macero of O'Neill & Associates, Peter Cadges of the Boston Phoenix. Question number one, gentlemen, on a scale of 1 to 10, how happy are you that today's here?
About a 10.6. About a 10.6. Look.
Because you love Election Day or because you're tired of it?
It's exciting. It's fabulous. We have had a decade of interesting elections, but I got to tell you, everywhere you look, TV, radio, newspaper, you can't get away from it. It's like having the NFL every day. There's such a thing as too much of a good thing.
1 to 10, Peter?
Well, I'm at an 11. It's just too long. I mean, we've been doing this for almost a year. I'm looking forward to getting my life back.
On the other hand, you got a presidential race that you don't know yet. You got a Senate race that you don't know yet. You got ballot questions. I mean, there's a lot going on here.
Tonight's exciting, but it's all lasted too long.
All right, let's talk presidential race, Cosmo, first of all. Too close to call. So many swing states in play. Get out that crystal ball. Tell me what you see.
I think for Mitt Romney, his most important formulas probably involves Ohio, New Hampshire, Virginia, and Florida. I don't think he can win without Florida. In fact, if I was going to predict something unusual, or maybe not that unusual, would be another recount fiasco in Florida.
God help us.
It's that important. The 29 votes there are critical. Really, if he loses Florida, he can't put together another map that really has him win with any certainty. Even New Hampshire with those paltry 4 votes becomes really important today. So I think Florida's going to be very interesting. You know, I think if 9 million ballots are cast there, 45,000, half of 1%, that's all you need, the margin of victory, to trigger an automatic recount. That's something I'd be looking for tonight, possibly.
Well, the most telling signal as to who's most likely to win, even in this very close race, came in last night. All the final polls from the battleground states came in. There were 22 polls. Obama won 18 of them. I think that is the trend. The elections are determined on the state level. I think Obama's going to win nationally in a very tight race, and I think he'll have a floor, a minimum of 290 electoral votes.
More importantly, Cosmo, you share a polling place with Mitt Romney. You going over there when he's going to be there?
You know what? I wanted to vote at 8:30, and then I found out that Mitt Romney's voting at 8:30. It'll probably be a fiasco. I may just kind of take a pass until about noon. But
quickly, Brown-Warren race, again, too close to call. What's your gut telling you?
My gut is look at turnout in Boston as an indicator. The last presidential election, 247,000 voted. We know Obama won big time. If 200,000 plus don't vote in Boston, then I would say Warren's in trouble.
Yeah, you know, I'm with you on this, voting with the heart. I'm not big on telling people who I'm voting for, but I think Brown has been good for the Senate. He's certainly been good for Massachusetts. You're right about the Democratic machine, which you've talked about. It is the same machine that wants to put Warren in that has really returned kind of underperforming, underwhelming congressmen time and time again here in Massachusetts, and quite frankly, has not given an opportunity to real old-fashioned Democrat values guys like Mike Capuano and Steve Lynch to do more. I think that machine is at work. I'm going with my heart, though, and saying Brown will pull it out.
And it's going to be tight.
Yeah, absolutely going to be tight. Now, if I could grant you one wish today, I don't care, national, local, whatever, if I could grant you one wish and say that's absolutely going to happen, Peter, what would you want?
Absolutely. Well, there's always Bachmann losing, but my real wish would be for gay marriage to pass in Maine.
Cosmo?
I don't want to extend this. I covered that Florida recount in 2000 for a week or so. Wouldn't mind seeing something interesting like that late at night, but I got to say, I'll go again. Not that exciting with the Brown thing. I think I'd like to see him win. He's good for the U.S. Senate and good for Massachusetts.
And last thing, if I had the power, and I could tell you that after today, you will no longer hear one phrase ever again in your life. Peter, what phrase would that be?
Second most bipartisan man in the Senate.
That one's up there, sure. Cosmo?
Some combination of real change now and working families. I could probably do without
working families.
I care about working families. I don't want to hear about them.
I just don't want to hear about the middle class getting hammered anymore. I've had enough of that.
I've been hammered already.
Peter Cadges of the Phoenix, Cosmo Macero of O'Neill & Associates. Enjoy the day, boys.
Absolutely.
In the meantime.